Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. My name's the Custard Prophet and we're back for another FM23 video. This is a bit of a reaction video to the teaser trailer that they've just put out looking at the new features. My understanding is they haven't revealed anything in this, but they've kind of hinted towards a lot of stuff. So I'm going to have a look through it. I've not looked at it myself, I've not looked at the comments. I'm going in blind, folks. I'm going in blind. So hopefully we can find a little bit out here that may well tell us what will be released next week, I think, or maybe I think it says up here, features coming soon, dropping on YouTube next week. James Olcott's doing it again. The feature reveal undoubtedly will have features dropped as well from Miles, as he did the sort of minor features, which is always great fun to keep an eye on over Twitter. So yeah, folksies, are you excited about FM23? I'm very excited. Let's go and watch this video, and we'll have a chat as it goes on. Okay, here we go. I've just been fiddling with the sound, trying to get this loud enough. It seems pretty low volume. I've decided to go with very happy looking man here.
Definitely FM23, we have leveled up.
Well, that is good straight away. Leveling up FM23. You know, do they say this every year? I don't know. I don't know if they go on quite this hard every year and come out and say that.
The design team now is much bigger than it was before in the studio. We've hired in specific areas to try and deliver the best games that we possibly can for the people who are watching this video.
So the design team is much bigger. Is that a recent thing? I know I've seen adverts out there, but yeah, I guess we are seeing a better game every time out there, trying to improve it every time. I wonder if this means they're putting things into specific areas, like he says, and have kind of done that this time to really sort of focus on new features. Often people say, you know, when new features come in, they're kind of a bit crappy first season they're in, or first game they're in, and then they're kind of more polished after that. Maybe they're trying to get around that sort of thing and just make it that bit more polished early on. So what James has got to say?
Feel that little bit different, because I think a lot of people, myself certainly, as soon as I saw that, I was really excited immediately.
So that's what you call a teaser. Something exciting is a brewing in FM23, but we don't know what. Something. So immediately saw that and he was excited. Yeah, I can't even think what that might be, but it looks like it is something obvious but big but wanted, maybe. I don't know. What would that be? Free kicks, maybe. Free kicks. Have they remastered those free kicks?
It was, how can we make this special? How can we incorporate this into a feature or multiple features, and really kind of maximize the value, not just for us but for the user as well.
This big.
That's interesting. So that, I mean, incorporating one particular area into multiple features suggests a massive thing. I'm thinking the data hub there. Are they? Because the data hub is kind of on its own, but maybe they're kind of making it much more accessible from elsewhere. I know I'm wildly speculating, but you love it. You love it.
And everyone in football knows that everyone wants to reach the Champions League when they play Football Manager.
Maybe you've got long-term targets that you're thinking, how would my team look based around this new midfielder? So anyone on your shortlist can be brought into your planner at any time.
I really loved.
Ooh. So just a second, let's go back there. Building people. What does your club look like if you bring in someone new? Is that some sort of AI predictive? Now, how is someone going to fit in? So, I mean, I don't know. Do they have this in real life football? So I bring in this player. He's got these attributes. How would he slot into our team? Would he do a good job? Is that a thing in football? Because that should be a thing in football, shouldn't it? That could be a thing in football. The scientist in me says that is entirely doable. I just don't know whether it is a thing. Have we just solved football? Is that what we've just done there? I think we might have done.
The way it looks. When I saw it, I was like, I get it. Signing a bar.
Yeah, I think James is still talking about the same thing. Maybe it's the front cover. Maybe how to open. He's got one of the old cases, and he's a bit young. He might not have had to open a DVD case before, so it's like, you just click it open, and your DVD's in there. Well, it's not a DVD; it's a game, but it's in there. Physical copy of the game. Wow, never thought of that.
Fucking player or integrating a new gen from the youth team. These are the things that like really excite us when we're making the game, and we want to have like a physical representation of that.
For us,
everyone loves doing this. I don't care what person you are, how you play the game. Everybody loves finding a regen, not new gen, in the team, and one of the youngsters come through, looks really good, and you actually get him into the team. I mean, what was he saying there? I don't think we really heard other than that people like doing that. But the fact that something around that excites me a lot. If there's some way of visualizing that or exploring the youth players a little bit better than the kind of the weird system they've got at the minute, where you get it's better the report that you get, and that bears no resemblance to what you actually get in terms of your team. But yeah, developing those players to get into sort of first team football, if there's some way of actually getting that pathway working, sort of actually developing a pathway of training, I don't know how, but that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Actually sort of thinking longitudinally about player development rather than the here and now as we often do, I think, if we bother thinking about training at all. Yeah.
Was the most interesting part about supporter confidence was to capture this emotional part that fans have about the game, about the club, about the decisions that you take as a coach of a football team.
As much as everyone loves.
That just sounds like they've updated the social media bit, so there's probably more stuff going on there. I don't think that's particularly exciting, but it's kind of nice. It makes makes the world more interesting, and particularly if you're making content around it, it's nice to have feedback from the fans which you can just disagree with.
To go forward and press high and attack. We also want you to be able to kind of sit in a low block and be able to soak pressure and counter attack as well, so you have the tool to be able to defend as well as attack. What would you say?
So have they actually got all of these things working? Because often playing cautious is just a waste of time. It doesn't work. You just ship loads of goals. So have they fixed that? And what we're going to get now is you play cautious and you are actually able to do that and soak up pressure and hit people on the counter attack, rather than having to play with your gegenpress, which they did. They dealt with pretty well. You can't press all the time now. That's definitely the case in this game. You tire heavily, I find. I don't know what you find. I've seen people say that they still think they can play the gegenpress just as they did before, but I haven't found that myself.
Hey to fans of FM, can they be excited this year?
Easy.
Well, I'm not sure we actually found out too much there. It does look like there is stuff on the way, and potentially some big stuff on the way. It looks like some things have been repackaged. That's certainly the impression I get. That sort of comment from James early on in the interview that it did kind of suggest there was something new arriving that he really liked instantly when he saw it. And I think you know, I know he plays a lot of FM, so anyone who plays a lot of FM who sees something and is instantly excited about it, you know, that's going to translate to us all being excited about it as well, isn't it? Anyway, folks, let me know what you thought about that. They didn't give away a lot, and we could speculate until the cows come home about this, but I reckon that does suggest a little bit in there. I think we've got some more stuff with the data hub going on. I think they've done a little bit more with reaction, interaction between the fans and the manager. You get a little bit more out of that, and I think we've got some new thing coming in, which it sounds super exciting. They've done it well this time. I am itching to know what the reveal trailer will say next week, and we'll be doing another video on these. Unfortunately, I'm going to be away Monday till Wednesday, so it may have to come a little bit late. I don't exactly know when it'll be out, but if it's this time next week, we're all good. We will do that, and I will react to that. I want to hear what you think about that in the comments. What do you think is going to be going on in the new game? Did you see anything in there that I didn't see? I'm undoubtedly read things into that, but God, you know, you got to, haven't you, at this stage? Anyway, if you have enjoyed the video and you want to see more of my crazy hypothesizing, well, hit that like button on the video. Let's get it seen by more people. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss my reaction to the actual new feature video, the headline feature video. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.